Good morning. Welcome to Be Your Best, Make Things Happen 4.0. It's our fourth time together, and I'm sure we're going to have a great time this morning. I don't know if it's morning where you are, but it's morning over here in Lagos, Nigeria. A bright morning. I'll just say good day to you wherever you may be. It's Saturday. How's your weekend going? Wishing you a very pleasant and restful weekend. It's also basically 2 more weeks to the end of the month of June and the first half of this year 2017. I wish you all the best. I wish you grace. Good morning, Adeshola. Thank you for joining. Welcome to Be Your Best, Make Things Happen. Thank you for joining this morning. It's good to have you here. Good morning, Odu Kims. I hope I got that right. Good morning, Odu Kims. Thank you for joining. So I said, welcome to Be Your Best, Make Things Happen 4.0. This is our fourth time being together, and I'm sure we'll have a very great time this morning. How is your weekend going? It's 2 more weeks to the end of the month of June and the first half of this year 2017. I wish you all the best in your goals, in your targets. I pray that God will grant you speed and grant you grace whatever thing that you are still hoping to achieve before the first half of this year. I pray that God grants you success. My book is still out there, Economy. The title of my book is Economy. Came out in that was the end of the month of April. It's still out there. If you haven't gotten yours, you need to go get yours. Economy, the economy of becoming all you are created to be. 32 life lessons to help you in the pursuit of the creative life. 32 life lessons to help you live the creative life. If you haven't gotten yours, I assure you need to go get your own right now. If you go on my page, on my bio, there's the link to the very first chapter. If you click on that link in a few seconds, you get the very first chapter of the book for free. So you need to go download it, go read it, and let me know what you think. I want to say thank you so much to everyone who has read the book and has sent in their reviews. I just want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you. Most of the reviews have been positive. I really, really do appreciate it. I have one review here. It's from Fatima. I'll just read it for you to hear. She says, "The book Economy by Kayode Kolade is a wonderful book to read. One thing that really stood out for me in that book is the principle of leaving certainty for uncertainty. That in itself is the principle of giving birth. A baby has to leave the comfort zone of the womb to just launch out into the world. For that baby is most uncertain. Anyone that wants to become something has to go through that process, and there are so many things in the book that are not conventional. So if you are tired of reading all the conventional inspirational books, just pick up this one. I bet you are going to get a lot of things to go home with. And you are going to have a lot of laughter too. It's a money-back guarantee. Please get a copy." Good morning, Team Chosen. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Thank you for joining this morning. So that's Fatima's review of the book. It's just like you said, it's very unconventional. It's not like the conventional inspirational books that you know. So if you are looking for something different, if you are looking for a fresh perspective, I assure you that you need to go get that book. Good morning, Healers here. Thank you so much for joining this morning. Welcome. So the title of the book, just like I said, is Economy, the economy of becoming all you are created to be. 32 life lessons to help you live the creative life. 32 life lessons to help you in the pursuit of the creative life. If you go on my page, just write on my bio, the link to the very first chapter of the book is there. Just click on the link and you get in a few seconds, you get the very first chapter of the book for free. So read it and let me know what you think. I assure you that you are definitely going to enjoy it. You are definitely going to be blessed. So I'll just go straight into what I said I was going to talk about this morning. I said I was going to talk about how to be more confident. Just like I was saying earlier, it's 2 more weeks to the end of the month of June, 2 more weeks to the end of even the first half of this year. I'm sure many of us have certain goals, have certain targets. Good morning, Francis. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, Francis. I'm sure many of us have many goals, have many targets that we have set ahead of us, and that we want to see these things achieved. The reason why I'm here this morning, and I'm sure the reason why you are here this morning, is how can we make more progress? How can we get to those places that we need to get to? Thank you so much, Team Chosen. Thank you so much. God bless you. Good morning, Cool J. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Welcome. So how can we get to those places that we need to get to? How can we be our best? How can we make things happen? Good morning, Banky, and good morning, Olami Photo. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So that's why I believe that how to be more confident is a very, very relevant topic that we need to talk about. How can we help ourselves to be more confident? First off, I'll just say that being confident is simply a decision. Being confident is simply a decision. The fact that you have decided to be your best, that you have decided to make things happen for yourself, is proof that you are a confident person. The fact that you've made that decision to become all you can be in life, the fact that you have made that decision to chase your dreams, to chase those goals, to chase those targets, to make something for yourself out of life, is proof that you are a confident person. It's like many of the times what we struggle with is the fact that we do not feel confident. But the truth about it is that confidence is not a feeling. Confidence is a decision. And the truth about it is that there are many people out there that don't even know what they want. That know they are supposed to be reaching out for something, but don't even know what exactly that thing is. And I've just decided to just give up and lay back. So for you, the fact that you know where you are going, or not that you necessarily even completely know where you are going, but at least you have an idea of where you want to go. You know that you are supposed to be better. You know that you are supposed to improve yourself. Is proof that you are a confident person. For most of us, I think what we actually struggle with is not confidence per se, is the uncertainty. When we take that particular step on our journey in life, on our creative journey in life, most of the time what we actually struggle with is the uncertainty. We struggle with the uncertainty that are things going to actually turn out well? Are we actually going to be successful in this particular venture that we are in? Good morning, Queen Shakira. Thank you so much for joining. So I think most of the time that is what we struggle with, the uncertainty. And it's just like I was listening to somebody just yesterday. The person was complimenting her friend and say, hey, you know what, you are doing a great work. I keep on doing what you do. I'm so impressed with what you are doing. And this particular friend of this particular lady turned to her and said, look, I must be sincere with you. Most of the time, I don't feel like I even know what I'm doing. And in my mind, when I had that statement, I said, don't we all? So for most of the time, I think that is the issue that we have. We struggle with the fact that, look, do I even really know what I'm doing here? We are uncertain with whether the things we are doing are actually going to turn out well. I think that's usually the issue. But one thing I've come to discover is that uncertainty that we have is actually part of the process. That uncertainty that we have is actually part of the journey. There is no from my study, from my research, all the people who have done something significant with their lives, all of them went through that particular process of uncertainty, went through that particular stage in which they were unsure if that particular venture they were actually embarking on was going to actually turn out well. So for us, I think we now have to tell ourselves that, look, we have to be at peace with that. Good morning, Maxwell. Good morning, I am Ferromi Boy. Thank you so much for joining. We have to be at peace with that, look, this uncertainty that I'm feeling is actually part of the process, and not let that uncertainty stop us. Many of the times, because we feel uncertain and we struggle with that uncertainty, many of us just decide, well, I'm no longer taking any step anymore, and we just stop. But one thing I would say is that we have to learn to be at peace with that uncertainty. We have to learn to be at peace with that particular feeling, because it's part of the process. I was listening to an interview by will.i.am yesterday, and he was saying that there was a particular point in his own creative journey where he was struggling so much, and he had to call his friend one day and told her that, look, I'm scared. Everywhere I'm going, people are just telling me no. They are just telling me that my song is not good, and I'm not sure. I didn't go to school, and I'm not sure that this particular venture that I have embarked on is going to turn out well. And he now said that his friend was just telling him that, look, you are talented. Everything is going to turn out well and all that. But at that particular time, he was uncertain. At that particular time, he was struggling. But we all know that the story is different today. I like the way Steve Jobs puts it. He says that, look, you can't connect the dots of your life looking forward. You can only connect the dots of your life looking backward. So you just have to trust. You have to trust in God. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your gut. That somehow, all the dots of your life will definitely connect, will eventually connect into something beautiful, into something profitable, into something fulfilling eventually in the future. So don't let that fear of uncertainty stop you. Don't let the fear of leaving the comfort zone stop you. Don't let the fear of failure stop you. Take that step today. Begin to ask yourself that, what can I start doing today? Don't wait until you can see the complete picture. Don't wait until you can see the entire picture before you take that step. Let me give you another scenario so that you get exactly what I'm saying. I remember years ago there was this quote I came across, and that quote has been a guide for me in everything that I've been doing thus far. And that quote goes something like this. I've been looking for that quote since then. I've not found it to remember exactly how it was said. It says that a young boy or a young man truly becomes a man 2 years before his parents thinks he has become a man, and a year after he thinks he has become a man. I'll take it again. A young boy or a young man truly becomes a man 2 years before his parents thinks he has become a man, and a year after he thinks he has become a man. Good morning, Sambo Vincent. Welcome. So that you don't get confused. This is exactly what that statement or that quote means. That in any journey, in our journey in life, in our creative journey, most of the time we will struggle with the feeling of being unsure of ourselves. And at the end of the day, it is after we have taken that step, and it is after we have come through the process, and then we get to the other side of the process, and we now tell ourselves, wow, so I really could do this thing. And then secondly, we'll also struggle with the fact that, look, the people around us will also be unsure of us. When you are taking that particular step, when you are taking that bold step in becoming your best, in making things happen for you, everybody around is going to be looking like, what the heck does this particular person think he's doing? And then you are taking the step, and then after a while, people are like, okay, when you even start taking the step, the truth about it is that the people around you will not have a clue of what you are doing. They'll just be like, what the heck does this particular person think he's doing? And then after a while, they now begin to have an idea of what you are doing, and they're like, okay, he's doing that. Let us watch and see how long this will last. Maybe after a year it will fizzle out. After 2 years it will fizzle out. And then after you keep on doing that thing consistently, that's when they now actually buy into what you are doing. So it's actually part of the process. Please do not let that particular thing stop you. There has been that particular idea you've had for a long time. You have had this idea in your head, and the reason why you have not taken any step is because you are not sure how it's going to turn out. You are not sure how it's going to play out. You don't even know how to go about it. But one thing I keep saying is that, look, what about, or you are waiting for the perfect time to take that particular step. But I keep saying that, what about if that perfect time never comes? Is that how you are going to allow time just pass and you are never going to eventually do anything about it? So instead of waiting for the perfect time, take that step today. Instead of waiting to see the complete picture, take that step. In the process of taking that step, things will begin to get clearer. Will begin to take on a better shape. I like the way Brendan Burchard puts it. It's so beautifully, so apt. He puts it like this, that you can't have vision for your life when you have not seen anything. he says you can't have vision for your life when when you have not seen anything. You have not gone out there to even try and see something. You have not exposed yourself to anything, and then you are now expecting to have vision of your life. It doesn't happen like that. Look, you need to generate momentum by taking little steps first. You need to generate momentum by taking that first step first. Because somebody will say, okay, well, what about if I take that step and that's not really what I want to do? But that's part of the process. In taking that step today, you will now eventually, even if that's not what you really want to do, in taking that step, you will be exposed until you now get to the point where you now really want to do. Because one thing I've discovered is that what we really desire is creative expression. So it's not about boxing yourself into one thing. You might start with this particular thing today, and then it can metamorphose, it can transform into something else. So it's fine. It's also part of the process. But don't say because you are not sure that's really what you want to do, and because of that, then you do not take any particular step. So please, my advice is that please do something today. Take a step today. No matter how small that step is, take a step to work on that particular idea. Take a step to work on that particular thing that you have in your heart. For many religious people, they will say, oh, well, I'm waiting for God to give me a sign. I'm waiting for the universe to give me some form of cosmic sign before I take that particular step, for me to be very sure that this is what I want to do. Look, I'm telling you, the only way you are going to eventually be sure of what you really want to do is by taking a step today. Stop waiting. Somebody say if you keep on waiting, you end up wasting. So instead of waiting, take that step today. Now, the second thing I will say about, I hope we got something from that. The second thing I will say about having more confidence, or how to be more confident, is develop competency. Yeah, you have started taking that step, and that was exactly what I spoke about the last time, about how to learn faster, and that the becoming your best, or making things happen, living the creative life, is about two things. You are always learning and you are always creating. As you learn, you must practice what you learn to be in order to eventually develop mastery, or to develop competency in that particular thing. So that's what it's about. You have to. The only way you can get confident in doing those things that you need to do is by developing competence, by practicing, by learning the things that you need to learn, by improving your skill, by gaining more knowledge, by mentorship. That's the only way you can develop competency, and in the process of developing competency, you eventually gain more confidence. And then another thing that I would say is that in order to develop, to be more confident, or to have more confidence, associate with people that are. It's as simple as that. Associate with people that are already confident. Associate with positive people. Don't associate with negative people, people that put you down, people that discourage you. Associate with those people who are already doing things, for making things happen for themselves, and that are already being their best. Rub minds with them, hang out with them. Let somebody put it like this, that we get to find our voice after we have sounded a lot like other people for a certain period of time. So in the way to actually find your voice is that you might actually need to go and hang out with those people who have already found their voice, their own voice. It's as simple as that. Many times we struggle, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to galvanize my ideas, I don't know how to structure my thoughts properly to channel it productively to do something. But there are already other people that are doing this thing. Why not just hang out with them, see the way they do their own things, understand the way their mind works, and before you know it, somehow those things have a way of rubbing off on you. The level of confidence in which they are operating has a way of rubbing off on you, until you begin to now see yourself also making things happen for yourself. I'm sure many times we tell ourselves, oh, well, all the people around me are just negative. What I'm talking about here is not about cutting off people, because what about if the people that are negative are your family members? Are you going to say you're going to cut off all your family members? No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is that taking practical steps to go and look for such people that can add value to your life, that can help boost your confidence, that can help boost your own morale to take the steps that you need to go to the next level. And trust me, those people are out there. Look for them. They are there, ready to associate with you. That's also why I'm here regularly on Be Your Best, Make Things Happen to give you that extra boost to take that particular step that you definitely need to take. Good morning, Peter Pan Shoshi. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. So that's basically it about having more confidence, about being more confident. Remember that confidence is not a feeling, it's a decision. The fact that you are taking that step to chase your dreams, you are taking that step to chase your desires, the fact that you are taking that step to be your best, to be all that you are created to be, is proof that you are a confident person. Thank you so much, Peter Pan. Thank you so much. Bless you too. Thank you so much for being here this morning. So the fact that you are taking that particular step, the fact that you want to improve yourself, is proof that you are a confident person. You don't need more confidence. I assure you, you have confidence already. So I said most of the time what we struggle with is the uncertainty. But trust me, that uncertainty is part of the process. Being unsure is part of the process. Being afraid if things are going to turn out well is part of the process. Don't let that thing stop you. I mentioned that quote last week or 2 weeks ago. I'll mention it here again. It's something that has blessed me. I heard it in recent ways. Something that has blessed me. It was said by Cosmos Maduka, the CEO of Koshari's Motors. He said, "Don't allow the fear of controversy deny you of any life experience." Don't allow the fear of controversy deny you of any life experience. So what does that mean? Don't allow fear, don't allow uncertainty prevent you from taking those particular steps that you need to take. Most of the people that came through this particular journey went through the same process. So who are you to fight it? Be at peace with it. Know that, look, it's part of the process, but I will not let this stop me to take those particular steps that I need to take, because it's in taking those steps that you generate momentum for the greater things. It's like somebody says, you can't turn a stagnant train. You can't turn or maneuver a stagnant train. The only way you can turn or maneuver a train is when the train starts moving. So you need to get moving. You need to take that step. Even if where you are taking the step towards now is not where you actually want to go, you will only be able to navigate or turn to where you really want to get to when you take that step today. So please stop waiting. Stop waiting, stop wishing, stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Take that particular step that you need to take. And then I said, in the process of taking that step, you develop competence. You learn what you need to learn. You keep practicing. You keep improving your skills. You keep improving your knowledge. You keep gathering wisdom. You get mentorship. And then as you become more competent, then you gain more confidence. And then I said, finally, associate with confident people. Associate with positive people, not people who will put you down, not people who will discourage you. Associate with people that are already being their best and are making things happen for themselves. If that's what you want, just simply find those people who already have a voice, and before you know it, you also begin to find your own voice, and you also begin to find your own person. And at the end of the day, you get to the other side and say, wow, so this me? Somebody said, "Na maybe this," and you'll be glad that you decided to take that you decided to embark on that creative journey because of eventually who you can see that you have become today. So I hope that little piece of advice has helped you in some way, has added value to you in some way, to go out there. Just like I said, I pray for you that this next few weeks before the end of this month of June will be the best weeks for you. Before the end of the first half of this year will be the best weeks for you. That by the time we cross over into the second half of this year, 2017, you are just going to enter it with speed. You are just going to take off running, take off flying. At the end of the day, just like I always keep praying for people, I say the ultimate prayer that I always pray for people is that may God make you a pleasant surprise to yourself. May God make you a pleasant surprise to yourself, and then may He also make you a pleasant surprise to all those around you. And I believe that will definitely be your testimony in this season. So like I said, I talked about my book earlier, Economy. The Economy of Becoming All You Are Created to Be, 32 life lessons to help you in your pursuit of the creative life. If you haven't gotten the book, please go get yours. The link is right there in my bio. Click on that link. In a few seconds, you get the very first chapter of the book for free. So till I see you next time, thank you so much to everyone that has been here this morning. I am Ferrome, Sambo, Vincent, Peter Pan, Healer's Hair, Team Chosen, every single one person that has been here this morning. Thank you so much. In case if I forgot to mention your name, please, I'm sorry, because it has scrolled up so I can't see. Okay, I'm trying to scroll down again. Thank you so much, Queen Shakira. Thank you so much, Maxwell. Thank you so much, Banky. Thank you so much, Cool J07, Francis, Odukems, Adeshola. Thank you so much for being here this morning. God bless you real good. Do have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your month. Till I see you next time, please do remember your greatness is very sure.